So, thank the four of you for joining me on this adventure.
Thank you for tolerating us.
Well, that remains to be seen.
Foreboding, I like it.
For those joining on the live stream, now that we're up and running an hour late, this is the Greencastle Game Masters' first session of our live stream game, and
We're about to call some heroes.
So what?
So we're about to call some heroes.
Yeah, pretty much. So I am the GM for this game, Byron. I am also the lead game master for Greencastle Game Masters. And basically, part of this is to help people show how I run a game, how well I run a game, what they can expect if they were to utilize Greencastle Game Masters. And also, it's an excuse to game for with some friends on the company's dime. So
Precisely.
So,
That's a good deal to me.
So the game that I'm going to be running, as you should be able to see, is Gema: A Call for Heroes. It is a custom campaign world that I have created specifically to do on. Well, originally it was for on podcast episodes, but as technology has grown and I have learned from it, now doing live stream. So this is the first time that this campaign will be fully run, and I am running it on the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. And this will be my first time running a full game, aka more than a session or two, on that system as well. So, a lot of firsts for this. So, but Gema is... So what?
First time for everything.
Yeah, pretty much. So just to let people know, Gema is pretty much your stereotypical high fantasy setting. I didn't initially try to have a lot of bells and whistles on it just because I wanted it to be simple for everyone to grasp. The pantheon of gods, and there's a couple of things I changed around a bit with a couple of the character classes, none of which are in the party currently, so we don't really have to worry about that. Are a little different, but I'll go into more details of those as needed. So now, why don't my players introduce themselves? Drew's going first because he volunteered. So.
Oh no.
That's what you get.
S-147 is a nearly 7-foot-tall automaton. Is a near 7-foot-tall autonomous warforged juggernaut. He is designed to be formed in the shape of a knight. He has his armor is generic steel gray with the word S-147 on it, and sorry, I'm brutally fucking that up. I'm just going to put down the jar. His visor is slitted and slotted in order for a orange light to pass back and forth through it. You can see several tubing and loose pieces of metal down his body in order to form the carapace. I am brutalizing this. Please, someone pull me out of my misery.
As I say, you don't have to do the intro in character yet.
You're right.
Tell him who you are.
Just tell him who you are and who your character is.
Okay.
And then go.
That is 1,000 times easier.
Apologies if I did not make that clearer earlier.
Yeah, it's okay. Hi, I'm Andrew. I am Cthulhu, and of Team Draco, and currently a part of the Greencastle Gamers.
I suppose, if that's the way I should put it.
Kind of.
S-147 is a Juggernaut Warforged, made in essence to look like a generic knight that stands guard at a castle gate.
Okay. Jen?
Hi, I'm Jen. You also know me as Draco Productions. I am part of the M&W community, but I do own my own production company where we're making video games, little RPG maker video games. You can find me at dragoproductions.net.
Yeah, and your character?
My character is Avanok. She is a golden dragonborn, and she's a cleric of knowledge.
Okay. Howard?
My name is Howard Brandon. I have been in the gaming field or industry for 23 years. I write for a small gaming company, Savage Mojo, stream online, run an international collaborative campaign for them as well. And I've known the GM here for a minute and a half. My character, Zinhari, is a Air Genasi mercenary of the, air. He's of the storm type. And
Storm sorcery.
Storm. Oh yeah, it's all about the storm sorcery. And his personality is erudite, arrogant, but he does fight for the right cause. If you have enough coin.
Of course. And Lord B. Well, because I know you go off of two names and I don't remember which one you wanted me to use.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I come by a lot of different names, but those are the main two. So, hey, I'm Jake, or Lord Bareback, or Lord B, whichever way you want to say it. I am playing a Xiao Koti, a sub-race of the Khajiit that is of a smaller profile, similar to the Palicos from Monster Hunter Scene. And I am an entertainer and a rogue at the same time. I'll get you out of your gold before you know it. That's about it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now, a couple other things I wanted to cover real quick before we really get started on the actual meat of this. I just wanted to confirm that all of the players have read the GCGM house rules. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. To let those on the stream know, and let's see if we can't get up. Actually, hang on a sec. I should be able to do that. But as I'm doing that, basically the Greencastle Game Master house rules is just the basically rules of engagement for while doing a game. Pretty straightforward. It's, try to be respectful of the GM, try to be respectful of the other players, try to be respectful of yourself, because, yes, I have had to remind people of that. And try to keep the cursing down to a minimum.
My favorite rule is don't be an ass. It's a good rule.
So, but I will put this in the stream chat for anyone who wants to see the house rules that I was mentioning. Should be down at the bottom of that page. But yeah, basically it's to have fun, be respectful, and does give some things. I as a GM, I try to be very diplomatic with the. Oh, I went black again, didn't I?
I'm fairly sure it's
Huh?
I'm fairly sure it's been black.
Yeah, it's been black since we first told you.
Then
But I was going to wait till you got through all the intros. There you go.
And then screen. Yep. Okay. There we go. I don't know how the heck I borked that up, but apologies. Okay. So, as I was saying, I tend to be I try to be a very diplomatic GM. Usually, if the whole group wants to do a certain thing, or wants me to not do a certain thing, I would try to go with the majority, unless I've got good reasons otherwise. So, okay.
Like preventing player-on-player murder.
So what do I?
No one. It's like preventing player-on-player murder. No one likes that.
I have had to break up some PvP stuff in my games before. Okay, now, I know we had, I had at least given you all an idea as to how your characters got together. I didn't know if there was talk of coming up with something yourselves. I didn't know if you all had done that or not, so I'm asking that now.
I just figured that because we didn't really set a time for us all to talk, and we never really got to do that. So
Okay.
I just figured my character found y'all because y'all, frankly, a golden dragonborn, a blue person, and a talking cat are pretty damn interesting. We're going the same direction, anyways.
Yeah. So the general idea I had, just to kind of refresh, would be you all are heading to the town of Everett's Crossing, and they have let word out through the travelers and merchants that come through their little town that they are in the need of heroes. They've been having a bit of problems that the local lord doesn't seem to give two shites about. So,
What is the town name again?
Everett's Crossing.
You're gonna have to spell that junk for me, brother.
One moment.
You could always put it in the chat, would help.
That's what I was going to do.
Boom. I think that's right.
Yeah, I didn't get that when you said it. Thank you.
So, and basically what I figured you all had heard about being some beginning adventurers. You all had heard that Everett's Crossing was needing some help. And while traveling the Kingdom of Amaranth, which I will put the spelling for that up here in a sec. That is the kingdom that you all are currently in. While heading to Everett's Crossing, you four met up at a tavern and discovered that you all four were heading in the same direction to the same place for the same reason. So, safety in numbers. So, let's get things started, shall we? And to do that, let me
Let's
take
get
you
it
all...
started, Let's get it started in here.
Right. Okay.
The camera followed you. Worked like a dream.
Okay, good. So, you all are camping for the night on your way to Everett's Crossing, heading west. And I figured this would be a good opportunity for you all to actually roleplay out, kind of introducing your characters to each other. Keeps from having to have an info dump, and keeps from having the, well, my player heard it, but my character did not. So, oh, I forgot the ambiance. I do have some ambiance.
147 stands in front of the campfire and just kind of stares at it. Why do you require warmth? I say to no one in particular.
Say, how is that volume-wise, just real quick, guys?
good for me.
Sounds good on mine.
Cool.
Okay.
Then have at thee.
Not every species does.
I see.
Avonok is gonna walk up
Very
slowly
tiny.
and just look around.
What is so I know it's 147, right? We've already met.
Yes. Basically, you know at this point that he's only armor.
147. Can you fly?
This unit is not made to fly.
Why not?
I cannot jump high.
Same
Can you
reason you
fly?
cannot fly. Same reason some require warmth.
Do you require warmth?
Some, yes.
I see. Then why sleep so far from the fire?
Because my clothes are flammable.
I see.
As is this one's fur.
Hello, Kojir. You require warmth as well.
This one does, yes.
Avred's coughing require warmth?
The town we are headed to, I am assumed they do.
I've heard they have not received aid.
That is a logical fallacy. Are we not aid?
That's what I was told.
We are around a fire.
And we are headed to aid them, so they will be receiving aid.
I understand.
Does anyone know anything more about this town other than that they are in trouble?
This one heard that there were nobles there. I need to find them.
I was not given much information, but I am going to get some, so I'll find out when we get there.
This unit has heard that they are under siege. I do not know what.
Interesting. Very well. I suppose we must content ourselves that we will know when we know.
I see.
I just want to say hello. My name is Ivanok, and I'm a cleric, but I'm here to do a lot of learning, and it's very nice to meet you.
Hello, Ivanok. We have been traveling.
We have a lot of traveling to do.
I am Jin Hari, a mercenary and a sorcerer.
It's very nice to meet you.
I imagine it is. And
I
you, Kujir, what is your interest in the nobles of this town?
My interest is just to learn and to record things.
Fur units, what is your acquisition of nobles?
Jake?
He has to truly bring out the Khajiit. That's the beast one with all of his might.
Well, I say, hopefully he can leave the hairballs at home then.
Never. He has to bring it to work. That's how he gets into character. One at a time.
If we are going to sleep here on the road, out of the protection of the inns and allied forces, I suggest we set watches for the evening.
This unit does not require sleep, but requires to rest without movement.
I'm fine to put a lot of shit, but If you don't mind, I might play my lute.
I do not mind as long as it is not shrill and ear-piercing.
What is the lute?
Ah, then I will sing only solemn tunes. This right here, I pull out the lute. It's a musical instrument.
Or a weapon of torment in the right hands.
Ah, you have gotten around some poor taste, my friend.
Back
It
to
appears
you.
to be a bludgeoning tool.
I would not like that.
Technically
I
speaking, it would be
understand.
better to aim for the soft parts in the eyes. It is not heavy enough to inflict much damage.
Very true, and kind of stingy.
Back to the whole...
147 looks at his 3 fingers and goes, "Are these good for piercing eyes?"
Oh, yes.
I will bear that in mind.
Well, considering that you do not require sleep, as you said, and Kojir is going to play his lute, Kojir, if you would take the first watch for 2 hours.
I am good with that.
Excellent. 147, if you will take the 2 hours after that.
This unit is ready for watch.
Evanok, you said you're a priest.
I am a cleric. Yes, sir.
Do you possess the ability to cast light of some kind?
I do.
Do we not have fire?
How many battles have you been in, my friend?
This unit has been used for quelling civil unrest.
Oh.
This unit does not understand the terminology.
I think this unit is bright enough for some of us.
Evanok, if you will take third, and then I will take Dawn. That works for everyone?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
He's
147 just kind of slumps down and basically cubes himself as he's sitting there watching the fire.
All right.
I'll begin playing a soft tune.
Okay.
Do you need me to roll for that?
Give me a charisma check. Oh, well, actually, apologies.
Performance?
Yes.
Whoops, I did not. Okay,
Yep, performance. Do performance. Sorry. The lute's a little out of tune.
ugh.
Understand?
Not majorly, but noticeable.
This is a far more effective weapon than bludgeoning.
It's one of those nights. Don't worry about it.
As I say, if you want to attempt to tune it during your watch,
yes, I would.
just give me another performance check.
What time, are we talking after dark, before dark? Because, I mean, I'm assuming we have just camped, so it's like dusk.
Little after dusk. Not much, though.
All
I
right.
am aware that you units require to have sustenance. Have you eaten?
Yeah, I have eaten what I need. There's nothing else. I want to lay down, prepare for my watch.
Okay.
This unit will listen to your music while you watch.
Thank you. An audience always makes the music so much better.
I'm just gonna lay down and get some rest while listening to beautiful music.
Shall we roll perception checks on our watches?
Well, first, let me roll to see if anything's actually going to happen or not. So, D20. Actually, no. Let's do this. Let's see. Kojir. High or low?
I think that's you, Jacob.
I hear him talking in the other room, but I don't hear him on the mic.
Ugh.
Jacob, it's happening again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Give me-
High or low? Well, like, I could hear him.
He was there for a second. Now he's.
Yep.
I think he's choosing low because they can't hear him.
Okay. I can go for that.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I had to turn off push to talk. It's being weird for me.
Hmm.
Yes, low. I'm gonna go low because I'm tiny.
All right. So that. Okay. Your 2 hours basically come and go. Nothing happens. Peaceful night.
Okay. And I will look at S-147. Well, my big tin friend, it's your turn. I'm going to take a cat nap. And then I'm going to go lay down.
This unit is made of steel. I'm gonna stand by the fire and go for my perception.
Okay. Well, hang on. A sec. High or low?
I'll go high since Jacob went low. 7.
Okay. It's actually a good thing you went high. So, peaceful 2 hours.
This unit regrets to inform you that you must now watch.
Oh, no problem. Thank you so much. Wait, did anything happen while you were watching?
I saw a bird.
Oh, at night. That's pretty interesting. All right, then. Well, thank you, 147. I got it from here.
All right.
And I am to also roll for perception or just go high or low?
Well, high or low first?
Oh, high.
Now roll perception.
Yes!
Ooh!
Nice.
I have night vision.
For day.
You do happen to notice, though, because of the distance and the current light conditions, you're pretty sure you saw some shadowy figures moving westward down the road, but they do not seem to approach. They don't seem to be getting any closer, but there's definitely someone moving around at night.
All right, then. So I'll go over to Jinhari, and I will very lightly, because I figured it's not going to take much to wake him up, wake
Probably
him
not.
up.
Nope.
And
Eyes
then,
pop open.
Jin, it is your turn. However, I do want to make you aware of something. Over on the west side of the road, there were some shadows. I couldn't make them out, but there's definitely something out there.
Thank you for alerting me. I will rise and begin my patrol.
All right. High or low?
Low.
Okay. As the eastern sky starts to lighten of the coming dawn, you have a completely uneventful watch.
At the prearranged time, I will wake the rest of the team. And since we're all waking and there's no reason to sleep, I will make enough noise. Just clap my hands. Everyone, it is morning. Rise. And I'm still, as the light comes, I'm still looking in the direction that Evanok saw something, just on the outside chance.
Well, roll me perception.
Wrong one, sorry. My apologies.
That's all right. Okay. As the sun starts coming up, and of course you're heading westward, and she had indicated that it was westward that she had seen the shapes moving. Not seeing anything now.
Very well. I pack my bedroll and grab whatever victuals I have for breakfast.
When you woke everyone up, 147 just turns its head to you.
Activating wake up protocol. Ah.
That's it.
I'm glad he announced what it was first. Otherwise, I would have. You know what? Never mind.
I'll wait till everyone finishes with the fire. If anyone has to heat their morning stuff, and as soon as they're ready, I will kick dirt over the fire, put it out, make sure that it is fully extinguished, and get my kit ready, and then stand and wait for the rest of them.
147 mimics whoever else is cooking and just puts something he finds on the ground on a stick. Eating grass or something and cooks it over the fire.
I will gather my pack and eat my rations, and I will join again.
Oh, this is going to be such an interesting group.
I agree. I thought it was a long time running with a caravan, but I like this.
Alrighty. So
You intrigued this unit.
So you all are hitting the road once again on your
On
way
the
to
road
Everett's
again?
Crossing. Oh, you can stop right there. Great. Now I have country roads in my head. Thanks.
Hey, I like that. Don't even knock country.
I could hear
Stop. What did I say?
I get shocked by lightning.
I can do that for you.
That's to say, that doesn't have to be the GM. We got someone that can do that right now.
unit. Joking. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You all are actually a little ahead of my initial schedule. But of course we did have the tech issues. So let's actually do a short break for bathrooms, drinks, and whatnot.
Okay.
And then I will get you all into Everett's Crossing. So, you all have traveled on the road for many days, and on the what day did I have this? On Malfa, the 13th of Amel.
What? Put in the chat.
It's actually it was on the dashboard, but give me a sec.
Now,
The map looks really
What?
good.
What kind of keyboard do you have? It sounds like you're tub thumping.
I don't know.
Quick, Jacob, do music.
Quickly, your lute.
I don't know if they like me to play music.
They'll run away. Play bad enough.
So, as you can see on the map, you all have entered the... Bring that down a little more. The town of Everett's Crossing. The only real note I have on the map currently is that things are not quite to scale.
So we're a lot bigger than we actually are.
Well, actually, you all are a lot smaller than your avatars are.
All right, skipping all of the obvious jokes, where we're supposed to head.
I don't know. Have you ever been here before?
No.
That's
Is there a tavern? I go looking for a tavern.
Yeah, I was about to do the same thing, trying to find where all the major
Actually-
buildings are in the city.
Actually, I have a special ability that can help here. As a mercenary, I have the ability to literally, as long as there are mercenaries or people hiring mercenaries, I have the innate ability to seek that information out based on my background.
Look at it.
Yes.
Produce.
I will
I-
activate my special ability and go to the tavern, wherever that is, and find...
Well,
Yeah.
because there's actually only one person in this whole frickin' town that ability would apply to. But finding the tavern is not very hard. It is that large building there that coming up on your right.
This one.
It is the River Spout Inn. Yes.
think I just-
Possibly because to your left there is a spring that trickles water down into a creek and then to a small river.
Alright, I enter the River Spout Inn.
All right.
I will follow up behind him.
I also follow.
Give me one moment.
Everyone is going into the tavern. I shall follow.
Switch to the swinging doors. Hear the spurs clicking on the hardwood floors. And I'm going to make my way to the barkeep.
Okay.
Look, companions, you require warmth. There's a fireplace.
Ignoring that.
As you all enter, let me actually kill that ambiance for right now.
Cool.
Was it this one I wanted? So
Fire.
we'll let that one go for right now. So as you enter, the balding gentleman behind the bar looks up. Ah, greetings, Trev. Okay, travelers. Greetings.
Are you having an issue, sir?
Ah, adventurers. Bless the facets of Ea. Yes. Though you may not, please. Take a seat if you wish. Can I get you all anything?
A drink, a bit of food, and some information.
All right. Cider, ale, beer.
Cider will be fine for me.
I will take
Companions?
a cider, please.
Do you have milk?
Yes, yes, we do. And then
Hey.
he looks to S147. He's like, and you.
Give him an empty glass. He enjoys to partake.
Right.
Hello, bartender. I am thirsty.
He just stands motionless for a moment. It's just like, right. Okay.
Glass.
147 is just literally just has his hands on both of his hands on the bar, is just literally staring forward while the light on his visor is turned towards the barkeeper.
Yeah.
I'm going to lean over around him and I'm going to say, "Hi, and what is your name, sir?"
I am. Well, one moment. He quickly gets the two ciders and the milk in the empty glass.
Wahaha, we are here on behest of the local establishment. We've heard that your village is having some difficulties.
Yes.
I'm assuming that.
Yes, and I would be the proper person to talk to.
Is Wahaha a local name? Is that surname or?
Hello, ha.
No. That
A pleasure to meet you.
my name is Simon Tillman, or the Honorable Tillman, if you wish, because I am not only the proprietor of this tavern and inn, but I'm also the mayor.
Oh, would that make you a noble?
No.
This unit serves many functions. You are a mayor unit and a bartender unit, are you not?
Yes.
I understand.
Honorable Simon Tillman.
Yes.
We are the assistance you requested.
Yes. I am so glad that you have so good. Bloody. He actually stomps on the floor a couple of times.
Are you having a stroke, sir?
No, it's
Do you
the
help?
bloody rats.
Something.
Oh, my ears perk up.
Rat.
Yes. I don't know what has happened. This is not the only problem that we're having. This is just the current problem we're having. As you can hear, some rats have somehow found their way into my storeroom in the basement. And they have started eating through my supplies and making a god-awful noise. As you can, he waves to the otherwise empty tavern. He's like, even the local regulars can't stand it here. It's driving myself and my family nuts. So, if you all could please take care of this.
Honorable Master Tillman. First,
Yes.
allow us to introduce ourselves so you know whom you will be working with.
Please.
I am Jin Hari, the sorcerer. I motion on my left to the cat for you to introduce yourself. Go.
I am Gojir, the entertainer, and
I kind of flip my rapier around.
other things.
And then I will turn to S7 to introduce himself.
I am Sentinel Spirit 147. I am on.
Hi, my name is Antonok.
Very well. We will be more than willing to assist you in your troubles, good sir. What recompense might we expect for our troubles?
Well, I'm hoping that you all would be sticking around after this, because as I said, we've been having other problems as well. I'd be more than willing to offer you all some of my best rooms for a week, if you are willing.
That is acceptable to me. I'll look to the others.
That includes some meals too, obviously.
What is
And
rec?
just nod happily.
S147 recompense is pay. We are getting free room and board, board being the food that we consume in order to rid this man of his rats. Do you care to join us?
147 just looks around before shrugging. This unit is not under any current duty. He's basically
Excellent. Master Tillman, we accept
Yes.
the terms of your contract.
Excellent. Then, if is there any preparations you all need to do beforehand, or?
Point us in the direction of the infestation.
Mhm.
That would be my storeroom.
And I need to know, do you have big pillows?
Do we have what?
Big pillows. Pillows, like fluffy. I
Uh,
don't need a bed, I just need to sleep on a pillow.
well, I don't know if we have a pillow large enough for you, but I can talk to my wife. Perhaps she or one of my daughters can make you one, but at the very least, the beds should be rather comfortable.
I will accept.
Excellent.
Okay.
Kogier,
Yes.
you are the smallest and quickest of us, and you have cat eyes. Would you be willing to scout ahead and at least poke your head into the storeroom and give us a sense of what we might face?
Absolutely. I place my loot on the counter, please. Take care of it.
Oh, of course, of course.
147, since you are made of steel, as you have told us many times, if you would back up Kogier, and if anything attempts to attack him, protect him.
147. It is I.
Where the heck are you going? Where are you guys going?
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I went to the wrong spot.
You're just hopping over the bar.
Hey, Kogier. That way.
This unit is made of Zon's finest steel.
I'm
Master,
actually, I'm looking at the...
Will direct my companions to your storehouse.
Yes, it's through the kitchen in the back here. He
So,
Over here?
head over this way, and he moves.
Evanuk, if you remain by my side, we will provide support.
Absolutely.
He moves a box and then unlatches. Actually, hang on a sec. I need to
However,
make sure.
As soon as the thing opens up before combat actually begins, I'm just going to go ahead and cast Major Armor before we get into
Not a problem.
can I still roll a stealth roll to scout forward first before...
Give me a bloody moment.
You gotta get it ready. That's why I haven't done what I was thinking about doing yet.
Okay.
I wish I could set up.
All right. You all should be seeing the stairwell there.
Yes.
Yes, the stairwell.
Okay. Let me get our viewers a closer look. That's all the effort I put into this bloody map.
It looks really good.
Thank you. Okay. And of course, when that opens, the rats go silent. No.
Interesting.
I just need to double check one thing real quick here.
Warning, companions. I believe they have detected us. They stopped making noises.
We used to hunt a lot when we were younger, and it's usually not a good sign.
I do have dark vision. So...
In Zon, we just throw in a gelatinous cube.
Oh, like the gelatinous cube?
147, I am somewhat concerned about your previous employment.
Me too.
Rats are not a problem in Zon.
Nor insurrectionist civilians or civil liberties, apparently.
The
This unit is implored, is urged to disagree, but agree.
Kogier, on you.
Okay. Right. So, how do I want to do this? Obviously, as you see, the mayor and barkeep has gotten out of your all's way.
Please stay back, sir. We'll protect you.
Yes, thank you.
Hello, Would you like to ride on my shoulders for you have a better vantage?
Yeah, I mean, that's a nice idea, but I don't think you're going to be very good at being sneaky. Let me go first real quick.
Okay.
Understand.
So, Kojir, give me whatever stealth is in 5th edition. I don't remember off the top of my head. And a perception check.
Perception check.
Okay.
Look, Jinhari, warmth.
Indeed, 147. During your previous employment, did you imply warmth to many of the insurrectionists?
That would be a waste of fuel.
Oh.
At least he's honest.
I can spit fire.
Look, Jinhari.
And of course, Simon's like, please don't burn down my inn.
Oh, no worries. I have it under control now.
Okay. So, you stick your head down the stairwell, and though you're being very sneaky about it, oh, I was going to do that, wasn't I? Well, okay. It is very dark down there. So whatever light is just what light is coming from the stairwell, so you're not able to see very far.
I do have dark vision.
You do?
Yes,
Yep. One of the reasons I sent him in first.
Mm-hmm.
I did not. Oh, I looked at the wrong place, didn't I?
I was about to say something, but I decided not to.
I don't see where the hell that is on this sheet. Wonderful. Did I not put it? Yeah, whatever. As I say, if I remember correctly, I think aside from maybe S147, everyone's got some form of
Dark
like
vision, yes.
low light or dark vision. So okay.
Please stand
That's-
outside of 5 feet of this unit when on duty.
I don't think.
Yeah, I have dark vision up to, you can see dim light within 60 feet.
Okay. I could have sworn you did, Howard, but I'm
Nope. This is absolutely the worst possible scenario for me. Underground in the dark. This is literally the antithesis of everything that I'm built to do, which is why I'm sending down the meat shield and the scout first.
In my defense, Howard, this adventure was created well before I knew what your character was.
Look, I am an air creature, and you're putting me in a dungeon in the dark. So yeah.
Look, Jinhari, abstract darkness and danger.
Notice I have the fire-breathing, light-producing priestess next to me. I'm not stupid.
All right. So, okay, Kojir, even with your dark vision, well, okay, hang on. I'm just going to describe what you're seeing right at the moment because, again, if I'm going to move everyone to the map, I'm going to move everyone to the map. But basically, you see a large urn or jug, basically, and some boxes and barrels down there, and that's about it. You don't even really see any signs of rats, at least near the stairs.
I pop my head back up. Well, I don't know. He shrugs his shoulders. The Tin Man, let him go in first.
All right, 147, you're up.
This unit can take heavy trauma. So I walk down the steps and see what I can find.
I will stay directly
Alrighty.
behind him.
Regardless of what I see, I'm going to just
keep going.
I would like to. Do I have the ability to detect Arcana?
This unit is blind.
Hang on a sec, guys. Jen, what was that?
Do I not have the ability to detect Arcana?
I believe it is a ritual you can cast.
Okay, well then I don't have time for a ritual.
Well, I mean, a ritual. I mean, it can be as short as is like a minute or two, but it's basically spells that aren't they like you probably wouldn't cast in combat. They kind of made into rituals just to kind of because like for rituals you don't have to have them memorized or anything, so it takes them out of the whole spell tracking.
Okay.
So,
yeah. No worries, I was just asking.
Yep. Nope. Not a problem. All right. Give me just a moment, guys, because again, you all are actually going a little faster than I originally wanted. So, actually, you know what? Let me do this. I'm looking at the time. We're coming close to when we were going to stop.
This unit has not taken damage. Follow behind, please.
Shinhari resists the urge to just shock the hell out of him.
Everyone looks over to Jen and just shakes their head.
Okay. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and pause the game here.
All right.
Because I did want to go over some stuff as part of my wrap-up that will be part of wrap-up for later sessions.
Alrighty.
So, and again, as I said, I actually didn't have it intended for you all to get this far until next session. So, like I said, you're a little ahead of me. And I realized that I did not fully set up the whole lighting effects for this section yet. So,
Well, that's why this is beta.
We're just
Huh?
we're
no, I'm talking about the just the regular, the old school stuff.
Hey, Kojir, what's your race? What's the cat race in this thing?
Tabaxi, technically, but
I
this is
never remember that.
but this is a sub race which I called Kote. Oh shit! Fuck! I gotta look at it again. Xiao Kote, I think it is. Yeah, Xiao Kote, which is a mix of two different languages for kitten.
And Evanok, you're a dragon.
Dragonborn.
Golden Dragonborn.
Okay. All right. So, as with just about every game that I do, since I was introduced into this wonderful little house rule, I will be doing GBUs.
What is that?
GBUs stand for Goods, Bads, and Uglies.
Okay.
It's a forum for me as the GM to get feedback from you all, as well as to kind of give each other feedback. So each of you, we'll go around the table, quote unquote. You each say one thing you really liked about the game, one thing you didn't like about the game, preferably constructive criticism, and preferably something that I actually have power over.
yes.
I have had people, say for their bads that, it sucked that it was raining, and I'm like, I have no control over that.
How dare you? Don't you know you're TM in real life now?
Well, now I will admit they said that because they said they couldn't think of anything else. Like they couldn't think of anything that they felt was really wrong with the session. But of course, I'm one of those that like I always feel like I've got room. There's room for improvement. So it might, if you have a hard time coming up with a bad, I understand, but at least try. The uglies are the really fun part though, because for the uglies, each of you will choose another member of the group
Oh, my character's getting all the uglies.
that you felt they did something that warrants notoriety and a little extra something. Obviously, you cannot give an ugly to yourself,
Damn it.
nor can you give an ugly to me.
Damn it. Oh, my.
Because people have tried. Now, if you all notice, you should be seeing. Let me actually make sure that it is not showing up on the screen. I'm not entirely sure why, but that is okay for right now. I will dole out a little token for each ugly that you receive. I know 5th edition does have, what was it, inspiration points?
Yes.
I believe it was called.
Yes.
Basically, uglies will, can be treated like inspiration points.
Oh, okay.
I do understand that does promote the possibility that of getting, because I have had games where people have kind of racked up the uglies, but I am okay with that because just with my style of GMing, I don't mind the players being a little overpowered at times. So
Yeah, 18 AC.
With-
I'm kind of like I feel like that's too much.
Huh? What was that?
I feel like because I thought I had 16 AC, but I have 18 AC. I figured that was too much. You don't seem to have a problem with it, so I'm just gonna leave it.
Yeah, no, I'll deal with it another way. wouldn't be the first time I've had a first level character have a really high AC and had to deal with it.
Jinhari's gonna strike me with lightning, and I'm gonna start. I'm gonna be unable to talk. You short circuit my talking program.
All right. So since he has had experience with the GBUs before, I'm going to ask Howard to go first, just to kind of give you all an idea as to what I was talking about.
All right. Good is you have clearly put a lot of effort into the setup, the maps, the tokens. Like that is the tokens in particular are on point. I mean, you're obviously using one of the. I mean, you've got a lot of assets for the game, and that really actually helps. That's fantastic. The bad pacing is you got to work on your pacing, dude.
Yep.
And not technical issue. I'm not talking about technical issue.
No, I know what you mean, and I fully agree.
So it's not so bad for us because we're playing the game, but for the people at home watching, it's not a normal game session. When you stream, you've got to be on point and pushing because if you're watching a TV show, it's dead airspace on a radio channel is death. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
As far as the ugly goes, I'm sorry, I have to give to Jen. I love her voice, and whenever she talks as Evanok, like I almost see a chibi dragon running around, and I try not to giggle every time. Probably, I mean, she's a fire-breathing dragon, but she sounds almost like something that you like a family pet. Like it's awesome.
She's young. She's very young.
No, it's a perfect voice for it. I absolutely love it. And every time you talk, I get the image of a chibi dragon running around.
I like that, and I'm going to ask Jacob to draw that, because that sounds wonderful.
You should draw the chibi version of all of our characters.
Oh, by the way, the art is, just as an aside, the art is on point. So whoever drew that is fan-freaking-tastic.
That's Kojir.
That's Kojir.
Come on, brother. So you own up to your greatness.
Okay. Now, what I usually do to decide who gets to go next would be whoever just got an ugly.
Oh, okay.
So that would be Jen.
Okay, so the good, and then we're talking about like the whole thing, right? Like the whole aspect, the streaming,
basically
gaming, everything.
Well, basically the whole session of the gaming. You can add the streaming part because I mean that is a part of it, but that is relatively new too. So I'm not expecting much in the way of goods there.
No, the good is that I completely agree with Howard. It looks great. You did phenomenal with getting everything in order. The maps look fantastic. Everything, you could really feel the environment, so that's beautiful. I wasn't able to hear the music, but again, that's I have to have the way my thing is set up now. I'm actually my volume is very low so that I don't have an echo in here, but I'm listening to it through my laptop speakers. So um, the bad is all the technical problems that we had that I did not expect. I'm not really putting it on me, saying, but my audio problems really kind of pissed me off earlier because it shouldn't have worked like that. And so I just want to, as a technical person, figure out how to prevent that in the future so that way we can have a better stream.
Okay. Well, and obviously that's something I'm going to have to learn some too. So.
And you're doing great. Let me just put that right there. We asked you to do this other scenario, and you hopped on it and you rocked it. So I am so thankful and proud of you for that. I've been streaming a lot too for about a year now, but I've never done this type of setup. So for you to hop in and go okay and take over, that was brilliant. So good job, dude. The ugly. And it's not really an ugly. I really loved the way Andrew portrayed his. I was gonna say mech, Warforged. I'm thinking of Transformers again, but
Unit has the blue that will pierce the heavens.
It was just really. I appreciate the way he acted as awkward as possible. It was brilliant. So,
okay.
So.
All right, Drew. That puts you up next.
The goods, I actually quite liked the voice you did for the mayor. It was quite charming. I'm looking forward to him being basically our quest giver. Besides that, like, most of what I was thinking of has already been said by both Howard and Maul.
That's to say, you can voice something over again.
I have to agree was definitely the pacing. Like, we were, if we were running ahead of schedule, like, to me, I would just run them through I would have run us through just another sleeping segment where we had another watch. We just reuse the assets, but I'm also lazy. And for the
it's a definite thought. So
I'm gonna have to give it to Howard because he was really fucking. His character was basically leading the entire group.
Yeah, true that.
But he went straight for the objective as well. I was gonna walk around and just point out everything and go, look, produce, look, water.
Please do that as we go along. That's really going to add to it.
But now that we're in a environment, I'm going to be saying every turn, look, black darkness.
I like it.
God.
Oh, he'll bring it.
All right. Well,
that leaves Jacob.
Yep.
So when it comes down to it, the good, I definitely enjoyed the way that you worked the system. Everything is definitely ease of access once I kind of understood it. So, nothing kind of held up too long when it came down to us making our rolls and going forward. The bad, I would probably say, would have to be as us four players starting to get to know each other, we were cutting each other off in a couple of spots. So learning each other's timings and stuff is something that I would definitely like to look at in the future and get right, so we know when to not, because sometimes we were over speaking. But besides that, I love just about most of it. The ugly, I would probably have to say, in agreement with Howard on the pacing, is definitely a big thing for like streaming and stuff like that. So that was probably my biggest point. Even though technically you said no uglies on you. That's probably the only way I would say that. But besides that, I would say if for the actual ugly, I would have to say that I did enjoy the small interactions between the characters, especially the interactions between Gin and Andrew's character. They were probably the most profound out of what we got going on there.
Yeah, I stayed quiet just so I could enjoy that.
Okay. So, Howard, you gave yours to Jen. Jen, who did you give your ugly to?
Drew.
Drew. Drew gave it to Howard.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jacob is not getting one. But, Jacob, who'd you give yours to?
Technically Howard, but I guess technically my was between him, Drew and him, so it's between the two of them.
Well, then you need to decide.
Howard.
Howard? Alright. Alright. Let's see if this...
Power. No. I'll be right back. I can use the restroom.
Okay. Apparently I didn't set the... Oh, I'm hitting the wrong bloody button. God. Alright. Okay. Boom. There we go. Alright. Aha. Alright, so, if you all look above your avatars, you should see the little tokens.
Oh.
If I am remembering correctly, to use one, well, first you got to tell me. But then you should just be able to click and drag on the token out to the playing field. That will deal out the card,
Yes.
or the token. And then I can go in and delete it, and we can go from there.
And if anyone gets stuck, you can steal it from us and deal it yourself if anyone's controls mess up.
I don't know if I actually have that set up, but I can
You should be able
change
to.
it.
You just click
Yeah, that's
on,
to say,
you
I
just
can
click
change.
on ours.
Huh?
You just click on our tokens, and the window will pop up for you, and then you just click on it to steal it, and then we give you permission if our controls freeze. Because sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Old 20 is tweaky.
Yep. No, I thought you meant from the deck.
No.
But no, from everyone else's, yeah, that can happen. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Okie dokie. So, now, for those watching at home, we were going to be doing this every other week. And we were going to be doing it on Tuesdays. However, just as we were getting everything set for this one, some of the players had some schedule changes. So, we are now going to be doing them on Sundays. So that means Sunday the 6th should be the next session.
Okay.
I'm doing Dragon Con, dude. Remember? G-Con's coming up.
Okay.
I apologize.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
So what I suggest is that we sit down and create a full schedule, and then what I'll do is I'll type it up and I'll put it in all of the socials.
Mm-hmm.
So that we can be able to keep on top of that.
Okay.
I 100% apologize, but I warned you ahead of time that I had Dragon Con coming up, and that's not something I can quit.
I fully understand that, and as it just so happens, you just stated yourself that this adventure is pretty much the antithesis of your character. Mm-hmm. So I might just plot hole you for this one.
That's fine.
But you and I can discuss that.
I can shout encouragement from above. I have no problems with that.
That's what friends do.
I know, right? As I say, and you and I can discuss details later.
Sure. Totally fine.
If needs to be for that. So,
yep.
Okay. Just a quick second here.
For everyone in the game, you can go ahead and check the chat stream in our private channel, and I've posted up the first game report just for future record keeping.
That was actually another thing. Although I need to work with Howard just, I think, a little bit more. But you, at least the four of you, what I need to work with Howard on is the terms of making sure you all have the right access and everyone else can just look at it. But I do have a wiki for this game on Obsidian Portal. And one of the things you can do on Obsidian Portal is adventure reports. So if you want to be keeping if you want your character to be keeping a journal or anything of the sort, that is a good place to do it. And if
you do that on D&D Beyond, right?
Huh?
You do that on D&D Beyond, correct?
No, on the Obsidian Portal.
Yeah.
And yours cannot be ones and zeros.
Don't make me look up a binary translator.
No.
Oh God.
No, I'll do it.
No, I know you will. And I've had to deal with people who have done that to me in the past too.
Well, hell no.
1-7-10-0-0-1-1-0-0-0-1-1-0.
I'm gonna walk in there and get you.
Hey, you can't call me that. I don't like that.
So, and of course, I will be trying to update the wiki as we go. I do have a decent amount of information on there already, including little sections on your all's characters. But as I get more information from you guys, I will be trying to update that as well as.
I posted a link in the Obsidian Portal, or I posted a link in Roll20, which will take you to the Obsidian Portal page.
Okay.
Thank you.
So.
When I get my Gmail set up on this computer, I'll make an account and start and roll out my reports.
Okay.
It's most character thing for my character to write a report.
So. Yeah, and I will say, I'm also going to say this because it was brought up here just a moment ago. For D&D Beyond, no longer reference it.
Right.
And the only reason why I say that is because your all's characters are in Roll20, and we don't need two different sources and then having two different, one gets updated and one not, and then cause confusion later. So, obviously, the terms of like for the rules and stuff, yes, you can still use D&D Beyond by all means. But in terms of your characters, I would try to keep any notes or anything you're doing for your character either in Roll20 or with the adventure logs on Obsidian Portal. So,
alrighty.
And this is the time where we say thank you, everyone, for joining us. Real quick, we'll be posting up the schedule. So, Byron, go ahead.
Well, I was to say, I will try to keep everything updated on the Greencastle Game Masters website as well as on our Facebook in the terms of schedule for the next game and any info. So I do, again, like Jen said, I do thank you all for coming, and I guess let's go raiding.
Get your hearts out, people. Thank you.
All of the hogs.
Au revoir, my friends.
Have a good night.